Hello everyone, welcome to Buras Woodworking. I'm Kevin Buras, the silver bearded sapper, and welcome to my workshop. This is my garage workshop here at my house here in Carthage, New York. It's approximately, it's a two-car garage. It's 25 feet by 25 feet ish, and what I do is I do woodworking and laser engraving. And so before we get started and stuff, I'd like to ask you to subscribe and click that bell notification so when I do more videos you get notified before and when I do new videos. Dexter, stop putting your ball in the trash can. My little shop dog Dexter. So I'm releasing a video today, but also there are 3 other people releasing their shop videos today also. I encourage you to go over and check out their shop videos. One of them is O'Connor Woodworking. He's a fellow EOD technician who just got out of the Navy, and he started his woodworking business and stuff, and he's also doing YouTube. Go check out his workshop video tour he's doing today. Also Danny Bell Woodworking, who is also releasing his today. The Vintage Veteran Woodworking, and Rob Cosman, rodcosmans.com, or Rod Cosman. He's releasing a woodworking video today also. And Rob Cosman is a big cause. Dexter, quiet. And Rob Cosman's a big cause for me opening up my business and stuff with the Purple Heart Project. He brought me up to do an intensive woodworking business. I mean, not business, but hands-on woodworking to learn how to use hand tools, dovetailing and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take you around and show you my shop, and we'll start right over here. And so starting here, this is my 80 watts Ohmtech laser that I just got recently, that I use to do laser engraving of material and everything. Christine, pay attention over here.
Yeah, it's over there. You want me to get closer?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So it's a CO2 laser. It's on a gantry and stuff, and it has a 24 by 28 working area. And it has a feed through, so I can feed through infinity amount of area. It has an 8-inch exhaust port that exhausts out through the concrete wall with a 8-inch infinity AC infinity fan. Coming along this side here, I have my gun safe, and then I have my tool rack and tool storage that I'm building, working on it. The top part is still underneath construction, and the bottom part is still underneath construction too. I restored this old saw. I restored this old panel saw. I restored this number 3. These old hand planes. 3 of these are my grandfather's and my great-grandfather's old hand planes that I restored. This right here was the first bench that I built. It was just thrown together. I really didn't know what I was doing, but it's lasted, and so now I'm going to turn it into a mobile cabinet, tool cabinet. Underneath I have a bunch of old tools that I've restored. Right here is a bench vise that I made myself, and the screw here is made out of a scaffolding leg. You take the scaffolding leg, and the scaffolding leg itself, the screw on it is an Acme screw, and you take the Acme screw and you're able to make it into the vise screw, and you can make your own vise leg. Alright, coming along this way, along this wall here, behind here is junk storage, some wood. We're in upstate northern New York, about 20 miles from Canada, and so you got to have a heated garage. I got a heated garage, so I have a forced air for out here. It's a hot water boiler. Keeps it nice and warm out here. Coming along over here, got my wood storage that I put in, and then got my DW 835 DeWalt planer. Just has the regular blades in it, but I do have the helical heads ordered. Ordered them last year, and well, I ordered them in March, but there's that much of a lead time, so there's like 8 or 10 month lead time to get the helical head to you and get made. So if you want them for your planer, you got to order them way ahead of time and then wait for them. This is one of the projects that I made here in the shop. This is a fly tying station box. It flips open, and then right here you put your fly stem that you can tie your flies on. Coming along this way still, I bought this rolling toolbox to be able to keep various tools and stuff in. And then the great thing about this is on the side of it, it has a plug strip in it, and the plug strip, I use it for to plug in my oscillating sander, spindle sander and belt sander. This is a Triton one. It's really good, just as good as the rigid ones and stuff like that. But also here's my charging station where I have my battery for charging my batteries and everything. And then as we follow back around here to the center-ish, right here is an old 1875 Trindle lathe. You use your feet to spin it to do the lathing, and so I'm restoring it. It's a miller's fall. You want to come back this way? Follow me around this way. Of course, you gotta have. We still have, snows and stuff. So got the snowblower in here. This is all stuff that's getting mailed out of projects that are complete. Got my dust separator right here. Tool racks and the cabinet, and the cabinet just has some of my finishings and paint cans and stuff for the house. The different paints for the house and stuff is inside that cabinet. So it has all the paints and some of the stuff for gardening and different other things for outside. And then got my clamp rack. Up there's my air filtration, wind air filtration, really good air filtration, not very expensive, but works very well. Then coming down is my dust collector. It's a wind, like quarter horsepower dust collector, and it sucks, and not in the good way it sucks. It sucks really bad. It's not very good. Not a lot of suction. Doesn't really pull a lot of stuff. But we'll be upgrading it and getting a better one here soon. Right behind my Cosman Workbench, I have my old toolbox. And in my old toolbox, it has all of my auger bits and has all of my brush drills that I've restored and finished. Hey, Dexter. Yes, this is Dexter, my shop dog, and one of my service dogs. This one was my great grandfather's, and I restored it. So I have a big collection of auger bits behind here that I leave back behind here. And then I have a shop vac hooked up to an Oneida eliminator, which I just use to the shop vac around because the dust collector sucks, and this one has better suction, so I use it to take around and use the suctions and stuff. This is my sharpening station. It's the Cosman Sharpening System. So I have the 1000 grit and 1000 grit Trenton Diamond Stone, and the 16,000 grit ceramic glass plate Shapton. So come along here. This is the Cosman Workbench. This was built for me by the Purple Heart Bench Brigade. It was built and made by a Texas, not Texas, a New York State Trooper, Andrew Peterson, and he built it and hand delivered it to me. And then been great. And then I built this drawer cabinet system underneath here to fit underneath, and cherry drawers, and so that I can have it so that I can put my saw. It has my saws in it. My squares over here. I have my skew block plane, my block plane, my router plane, my extra plane blades that I have sharpened, all right here. And then in this drawer here, I have my chisels, my marking gauge, my fret saws in here, so it's all right here at the bench. And then right here on the bench are some of the things that I've been working on recently. This is a Aztec calendar on black granite with a mahogany frame with purple hot splines on the side. And then this is going to be one of the box. Going to be a box lid. It's a 3D bass. Yes, Dexter, here you go. And then this is for our client down in Florida for his business sign. It has the Schoberg Vise on it. It's been really, really great, Schoberg Vise. As you can see, I come here, right behind here, I have my glue caddy. I have all my glues in here, my super glues and stuff. I got some finishes behind here. My West System epoxy is just like right behind here, so I can get to it really quick. Then I have a Craftsman Radial Arm Saw, which I use to break down all my sheet goods. So I don't have a miter saw, but I use this to break down my sheet goods, or to break down my rough. Well, not break down my sheet goods, but I break down my rough lumber. So to break down my rough boards. So I'll put it on there, and so I have these rolling stands here that I got from Harbor Freight, which are really great. I think they were like $9. Got two for like 18, so I use it there. I can run real long boards off of there. And then I just use the radial arm saw just for straight 90-degree cuts. I have a 80-tooth blade on there, and so been really good. This is what I made Christine, my wife, for Christmas. It's her and her beloved Romeo. So the back here is a little bit of a mess right now, but I've worked with it for about a year, but it's not what I really want. So the drill press is a Harbor Freight drill press. It doesn't drill straight or drill right, and doesn't stop at the depth that it's supposed to stop at. So I'll be getting rid of it. And I don't like the bench. I just made the bench piece hastily to have, so I could have a bench. And I don't like the bench, so I'm going to remake it, redo it, and make a new storage and everything, because it just doesn't work. I have a wind lathe back here, and the wind lathe has been really good, especially for starting out as a beginner lathe. It's variable speed, but I've outgrown it, so I want to get a new lathe. So, but it still works really good. So I'll be using, I'll still be using it and stuff. But the wind lathe has been really good. So that'll be going away. This is a big old huge pile of mahogany, and so this is all mahogany that I use for frames, plaques, boxes, stuff like that. Back here's same thing. Underneath this big other one that I have back here, that'll be going away also. And then I have a 200-year-old beam back there that I'll be using for different things. And all the cutoffs down there, that's all quarter sawn oak, which is all for frames and stuff. And then I have my Rikon grinder with CBN wheels, my screw station with all my screws and stuff back here, my scroll saw. It's a Wind scroll saw. About $150 scroll saw, but it's really good. Does its job. I have no complaints. Been really good. This is my Powermatic spindle sander, and it's really good spindle sander. The only problem is, Christine, is it on me?
Yes.
Okay, because you're just like, and then it's really good, but the problem is the shaft for the spindle's special, so getting other size spindles that only came with one spindle, getting other spindles for it has been a little bit of a problem. Right here, and right here's my 1986 Foley bell saw, cabinet saw, and it's been good. I'd like to upgrade it to a better saw, but it's been working and everything.
Chop.
I have another level rack on over here. This is for finished goods that are finished. This is my Grizzly router table. The good thing about this router table is on the back side it's cast iron, and then this piece right here on the front will actually slide independently, so you can do panels, doors, and panels and stuff. So it'll use to do the panels and everything. So it'll slide freely and glide. More wood storage over here. Back here, this is all stuff that we've had over the years, and I hope to get moved out of here as we build a shed, or we get a shed. This is all my hunting stuff here, and I hope to get that moved also. This is my bandsaw, Harbor Freight bandsaw. Doesn't cut straight. I mostly just use it to chop with. It doesn't work very well, but I have another bandsaw coming, a 24-inch Quattro bandsaw coming, so that'll be able to get rid of this and be able to have a bandsaw that will cut very nicely and be very good. And that bandsaw is going to go over there, And that's the reason why a lot of that stuff's going away too. And then that brings us back around to the very beginning over here. And most of the work happens in this small little garage shop. And I produce a lot of stuff from signs, boxes, small furniture, to shelving, a little bit of everything, all done in this little shop. And I want to thank you for coming and seeing me and watching me. And again, thank you and Happy New Year's. And I hope to see you again. Goodbye.